So these are one of the dyes that we're going to be using today is cochineal, and it's a dye that's derived from little insects that live on cactus plants. They're an extremely powerful red dye source, and they can dye a huge range of colors from reds to purples, depending on the pH of the dye bath, and also the mordant that's used to help the dye attach to the fibers or the material that you're dyeing. In the case of today, we're dyeing quills, so that's important. And we've ground up, you can see they're like little hard pellets, and we've ground them up today using a pestle, so they're a fine powder, and we'll just be able to extract like a larger amount of the dye stuff from the material by grinding them up. So to extract the dye stuff from the cochineal powder that I ground up, I roughly measured how much powder I put in there, and it was roughly 3 teaspoons. And then I put about 1 liter of water in the bath, so it's all mixed in here in this pot, and I'm going to heat it up until roughly till it's just under boiling, and I'll hold it there for an hour. So it's a good idea not to let the dye stuff get too hot. Although I think cochineal I have seen it like a rolling boil, and it still comes out with beautiful colors, but some dye stuffs are really sensitive to heat, and you can like dull your dye by getting it too hot. So I always try to keep it just under boiling. So after boiling the cochineal solution that I was talking about earlier for about an hour, it was just under boiling to be technical, I just strained out the cochineal particulate, the material that was left from the bugs that we ground up earlier, and this is what we have. So it's I'm getting together an indigo dye vat, and indigo is another very important worldwide dye that's been used for blue dyes, and you probably know it because most blue jeans are dyed with indigo. And it's in a special classification of dyes that's called vat dyes, and it's different from a mordant dye like cochineal, which we're doing in the other dye bath. And indigo, you have to reduce it and oxidize it in order to dye your fiber. So I'm preparing a dye bath using natural indigo, which is obviously pre-bought in a powdered form, and then we're going to mix that in with lye crystals to give it a high pH, and then also we're going to use thiourea dioxide to reduce the indigo.
No, that's a great idea, because maybe if you do a hairboard size, you might be able to finish it. I'll show you how to back it, which is the tricky.
You can already see there's like a little bit of a green color in here, and that means the indigo is solubilizing. Becoming soluble in the solution.
We can move the dress, but it probably would be nice if it's okay with everybody to leave this up. The kids are usually good about what they're supposed to touch and not touch. What's the solution?
This is the thiourea dioxide. And everything that we're making here is going to be our stock solution. So once we start dyeing, we're going to add small amounts of this solution to a bigger dye pot that will actually put the porcupine quills in. So we've just put the cleaned porcupine quills, sorted and cleaned quills, into this dye bath, and it's just that extract of cochineal and distilled water, and we're going to leave the quills in there, bring the temperature back up to just under boiling, and then we'll hold it at that temperature for an hour, or the quills get as dark as we want them to look. So these are a couple of test quills that were in the bath while we were making the extract, and they were in there for like 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how dark the quills are.
Okay, so what we've done now is the same cochineal solution that we had before. We added some vinegar to it, and we're putting the quills in, and what we've done is the same dye solution. We've shifted the color of the cochineal by making the solution acid. So as you can probably see from the solution here, we've shifted it from a red to more of an orange red. And this is one of the great properties of cochineal, is that you can shift the color just by changing the pH. It smells like